Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to XDefiant. You know, after this game came out, I've been enjoying it. I've been playing it for all these months now, and you know, the thing about XDefiant, the thing is, I miss skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking is so fun. It makes video games feel good. Skill-based matchmaking should be in every game going forward. I don't know why XDefiant doesn't have it, and I was missing it. I was craving sweating every single match. I was craving my team always being terrible while the other team is always just a bunch of sweatlords. I miss that. I crave that. But instead of going back to COD, I decided to jump into ranked play here in this game. Now, obviously, I'm dicking around. Obviously, I'm joking. But ranked play did come out one day after Season 1 dropped, and I said I was interested in trying it out, and so I did. And here we're going to be discussing some of my experiences, because as it sits right now, ranked play is an awesome idea. It's a pretty cool feature, but it's not a feature I'm going to be participating in, at least for the near future. Now, long term, I'm sure I'm going to be playing a lot of ranked play. I'm looking forward to that, but right now, the current iteration of ranked play is not exactly what I would call amazing, because there's a number of issues with it, and of course they are addressing that. They are working on that. They're being very vocal on social media discussing the problems with ranked play, and so until those updates and those features get added, I think I'm going to stick away from this game mode for the time being. But I'm going to say this, I can't wait for those updates, because ranked play itself is freaking fun here with XDefiant when things are working properly. So what is ranked play? Well, it's an interesting take on XDefiant. It gives you a whole different environment to experience the game. It's very different than the normal base quick match that we have here in this game. So in ranked play, it's 4v4, but the rules are also a little bit different in the sense that when you're playing domination, for example, there's a respawn delay, which definitely changes things up quite a bit. Also, it's a bit of a mosh pit as well. You have a mix of escort, zone control, domination, as well as occupy. And then, of course, the people in the lobby can choose to vote for which map and which mode they want to play, but you have that variety there, which is also interesting. It's not just being really good at dom or being really good at occupy. You have to kind of know all four game modes, which is interesting because, again, it's 4v4 and game mode rules change based on the mode itself. Sometimes there's added respawn delays and things of that nature, which make the gameplay experience feel a lot different. On top of that, people in this game mode are going to be sweatier because inherently it's ranked play, therefore it's going to have skill-based matchmaking and you will be facing people of an equal rank. But with XDefiant's ranked play just now coming out, I mean, it's the Wild West, you know? I mean, some matches are nothing but MP7s and ACRs, which is what you should expect out of ranked play. For the record, you should expect the meta weapons, the meta loadouts, people working together and communicating in Discord or in game chat, you know? You should expect that kind of stuff. But with it just coming out and people wanting to try it out, you know, they hop in there because there are rewards. You have things like different character skins, different weapon blueprints that can only be obtained right now during Season 1 ranked play, which is the reason why I want to play it. Personally, I want to get those rewards. You know, people are jumping in, trying out ranked, and it's so goofy sometimes. You know, I've had matches where people are running around with the M870 shotgun. Why? I have no freaking idea, but they were. I've had matches of zone control, for example, where I think the guy went like 6-28 or something like that, but almost every single life, every time I saw him, he was using the Phantom Riot Shield and he's trying to run forward and capture the objectives. Like, his heart was in the right place. You know, he wanted to get on the objective, he wanted to help his team, he wanted to be the guy capping it, and he had his shield up to block bullets for himself and his teammates and everything, but he was just kind of running on the objective with a shield and dying, because it turns out you shoot their tootsies and they fall right down. You know, it's not really hard to get rid of the Phantom Riot Shield, you know? So it's the Wild West right now, especially when you first start playing, because everybody is going to be the very bottom of the barrel when it comes to bronze. There are 10 ranks for you to get through, so you have to go from bronze 1 to bronze 10, then silver 1 to silver 10, then gold 1 to gold 10, so on and so forth. And so if you're just now jumping into ranked play, you know, you could be facing people that are ridiculously good who eventually will end up being legend players. You're also going to end up facing people who just have no place in ranked whatsoever because they barely know how their controller works, and everything in between. It's pretty crazy in that sense. But after a couple of nights of playing ranked, the issues just kind of start to pile up, which is why I'm not really going to be participating in it until some of those updates come through. So for example, like the first night we played, I think we won 2-3 straight matches. Like, okay, ranked play's feeling good, we're ranking up, things are going well. And then we get into a match where we have a teammate leave. Either they disconnected or they left, or maybe they weren't even in the lobby to begin with. I don't know, but we jump into a game of domination and it was 4v3 and we had 3 people. In the in-game interface, it'll show searching for player, but they're never going to throw somebody into a ranked match late. So if somebody rage quits or if somebody disconnects, well, that's pretty much it. You're at a huge disadvantage. You're going from 4v4 to 4v3 or even sometimes 4v2, you know? And when that happens, especially in a game mode like ranked, and if the other team is actually competent, you know, chances are you're not even gonna have a chance at winning when it comes to that. If you're down a man, like literally there's nobody there, good luck taking domination flags, good luck taking occupy points. You know, it just isn't gonna happen, which is frustrating. Hell, we had a game the other day where somebody in our team disconnected and then 3 people on the other team disconnected, whether they all backed out or wherever the hell, because it's just like normal public matches. Like when you're in the pregame lobby, you see the maps, you see the game modes, people vote for them, and then eventually it's going to end up being whatever mode on whatever map. And if people don't like that, they just back out of the lobby before the game starts. Then sometimes the game starts anyway. So we had a game where we had 3 people on our team and 1 person on the other team. It started the match like that, and I felt bad for the dude on the other team. I think he stuck it out solely for the fact that he thought he would lose more ranked points if he actually backed out as compared to finishing the entire match. If you lose, you're going to lose rank. If you win, you're going to gain rank, and the better you are up on the scoreboard, the more ranked points you're going to get, is how it typically works. So maybe he thought if he actually stuck it out, he wouldn't lose nearly as many points, but still, that's really frustrating when stuff like that happens. It's also very frustrating where right now, currently, they're aware of it and they say a patch is coming, but if you're dead at the end of a ranked game, you don't get any ranked points. Like, you don't level up at all. You don't progress your rank really whatsoever. It's as if you never played the match. You know, you'll go through an entire 10-minute long domination match, very close, very competitive. You barely squeak out that win. You're all excited for your teammates. You know, you guys got it. You guys got the win. You're going to be ranking up a little bit. But you were dead because maybe you were jumping on the B flag last second to make sure they didn't get it, and you're one of the people that died. Well, sucks to suck, you don't get any ranked points. You know, that's very frustrating as well. That happened 2 matches in a row. I was playing with 2 of my friends, Jet and Nate, and 2 straight matches. First match, Nate was dead at the very end of it. He got no ranked points. Second match, Jet was dead at the end of it. He got no ranked points. I, being me, of course, I was alive at the end of both matches. Therefore, I got my ranked points, but my friends didn't, and that was very frustrating for them as well. So it's kind of the Wild West right now when it comes to ranked play. Like, there's bugs where you're gonna just not get any rank whatsoever, even if you win. People backing out are kind of a plague right now because a lot of people, especially in like lower bronze, like if you're just now jumping in the ranked, you know, a lot of people are just trying out the game mode just to see what it is, maybe see if they can get some quick rewards or something like that. They're not taking it too seriously, so they just back out because who cares? It's a free-to-play game, you know. And when they do that, it just screws over you and your friends and your teammates and whatever. It's frustrating in that sense. So for the time being, I don't really plan to be playing ranked, but Aches has taken to Twitter to let us know what they have planned for the future of the game mode, and I'm pretty excited about a lot of these updates right here. So here we see Aches speaking out on Twitter. This is our first iteration of ranked in season 1 with a lot of cool stuff to play and to be added each season. Some things on our current roadmap to give you an idea. Here we have ability limit, 1 per player per team. That would be pretty cool. In ranked mode, oftentimes you see a lot of people running the Phantom Barrier. Depending if it's a smaller map like Arena, you might just see all 4 people on the other team all running Echelon Intel Suit. They're eventually going to make it so in ranked mode, you can only have 1 ability per player per team. So if you have 1 person running Intel Suit, that's the only person that's able to run Intel Suit for your team. If you have somebody like me who likes to run the trophy system, the ADS for the GSK faction, you know, only I can do that. No one else on my team can also throw down a trophy system. You know, if there's going to be 1 person being a Phantom running the barrier shield, well, there's only going to be 1 of them on your team. I think that's a really good idea. Then we have an in-game top 500 leaderboard. We have a rejoin feature for a limited time to join back into your game after a disconnect. That is absolutely needed. I don't really see a reason why people would play ranked play without that feature there, because if 1 person disconnects, basically your team just loses and they can't even get back in, even if they just had a random DC for whatever reason. That's frustrating, and the fact that they're making that a feature is going to be very good. They're also talking about unrestricted ranked loadouts, such as having all guns and attachments usable and different set of loadouts from unranked, which would be fantastic. More robust sanctions, including additional RP penalties for people that back out or rage quit or grief. Here we have introducing more game modes as well as more rewards. So all that sounds pretty fantastic. I was pretty surprised when I jumped into ranked play. I assumed that everything in the game mode would just be unlocked. You know, the new rifle, the new shotgun secondary, the new sniper rifle, all the attachments, even if you don't have them all unlocked in unranked, I assumed they would be there in ranked, but I was wrong. So if you're somebody who wants to jump into ranked, but you haven't really been playing a whole lot on your account, you have to be level 60 or 40. I forget which one to even get into ranked. But regardless, you can't just jump into that game mode with unleveled up weapons, because what you have in unranked is what you have in ranked currently. So make sure your guns are leveled up, make sure you have your attachments, make sure you have your loadouts the way you want them before you go into the game mode, because they're not just going to give you everything unlocked for free within ranked, but eventually that will become a feature. It does seem like they have a lot of hope for this game mode going forward. It seems like they want ranked play to succeed within XDefiant, which I think is important. I think in a game like this, having the casual, fun, no skill-based matchmaking unranked mode is very important. That's the most important part of the game. But I think for the game to last long term, I think people are going to want to have that ranked mode where they have a very tangible sense of progression as they're going through the ranks, going through the different rewards, and getting better at the game and seeing that progress within the game itself. I think ranked play is necessary for this game to continue to be successful, and it seems like they have a pretty decent foundation so far. But again, there's lots of bugs, lots of issues, and lots of missing features currently, and as such, they're working on that. They're going to be continuously updating it, and I think there's still like almost 80 days left in the season, so they have plenty of time to kind of get things sorted and for people to actually want to jump into ranked after that update, so they can go in and try for those rewards, because again, a lot of them look pretty freaking cool. The player skins, the weapon blueprints, the calling card, like all of it's pretty fantastic. Do I have any delusions of grandeur that I'm ever going to get legend and get the MP7 variants? No, of course not, but I would be happy if I got up to gold and got the rewards for getting there. That would be cool, trying to challenge myself, maybe challenge my friends as well, as we all queue up together and whatnot. Like, I'm excited for ranked. I think ranked is a cool thing. It's just right now there's a lot of issues, which is causing a lot of people to kind of put the game mode aside, at least for the time being. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you guys have it. There's my little discussion on ranked play here with XDefiant. Have you guys played it so far? And if you have, what are your thoughts and feelings? Leave those down there in the comments. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.